So the other day we were going through the DMs and Cam sent us a good one. I think it'd be relevant to a lot of the viewers, so we're going to go ahead and discuss that.
So a bit of a background, I'm a welder fabricator. I've done my time in sheet metal, but now I'm in the marine industry. And over the years I've slowly built up the resources to set myself up. Now I'd like to set myself up whilst keeping my main job, just a bit of a sideline. And I do get work coming in, word of mouth and little bits and bobs here and there, but I want to find myself some customers, some regular customers, with like batch TIG welding jobs, batch stainless jobs, that sort of thing. And I just want to know, where's the right place to look? I mean, I email people, I must email about 100 people a day, call people. Is there another way, another sort of way to worm myself into a company to get some work? Any advice would be greatly appreciated. Cheers.
I got some cleaning up around the shop to do, so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of shoot the breeze with you while I'm rolling things up. So one thing I would say is develop a portfolio. Start yourself an Instagram account with a professional name. Keep all your personal business out of it. And you said that you've already done work for previous clients. You have a little bit of a list built up. Take some pictures of all that work, or if you have pictures of that work, build yourself a digital portfolio. You're also going to want a physical portfolio as well, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. But the digital portfolio, you put all your work on Instagram. That way you can refer people back to it. Create a business card. I'm not sure. It sounds like you're from the UK. I'm just going to go out on a limb here. But over here in the States, we have Staples. We can go in there and get business cards. You can get like 500 of them relatively cheap. But you want to put your Instagram account on there so people can, when you turn that into them, they can kind of see a history of your work. You want to keep a hard copy of that, because the next thing I want you to do is start stopping by and talking to employers. It's a lot easier to reach out to them one-on-one than it is via phone call. Cold calls, it's hard to drum up business doing cold calls, but if you stop by, you're able to show them what you can do for them, save them money, increase productivity, things like that. You're probably going to drum up business that way. So that way, if you have your hard copy of your portfolio, you walk in there and say, hey, I'm looking to pick up some additional work. Here's my rates, here's some of the work that I've done in the past, as well as if you have any references. So you said you already have a little bit of a clientele built up. Maybe get some letters of recommendation from them, or reference letters, stating, points of contact, basically. That way, whoever you're going to kind of drum up work from, they can cross-reference you. And, make sure you're really capable of doing what you say you can do. The next thing I would invest in is try to join like a networking group. So in the States, we have the American Welding Society. It's a great place for networking. I'm not sure if you guys have a UK equivalent, but I would try getting into that. If you can get into a group of like-minded individuals, they may not have work for you, but they probably know somebody who does. That'd be another good place to start. Another thing you might want to consider is any clubs. So over here in the States, we have makers fairs and maker clubs. Those are great places to meet new contacts, develop resources. It's just a group of people that, even though they're hobbyists, they're inventors, they're building things, they're doing things, and they need work done too. I used to do, when I worked for the school, I used to do a lot of work for them as well. Their engineering program, they came up with these different designs, things that I really can't talk about exactly what it was, but they needed welding. The engineering guys couldn't do it, so they went and found a welder. So I was able to do that for them. We did quite a bit of work that way. There's a bunch of different ways to get into it, especially, via clubs, professional organizations, anything like that. You're gonna meet a lot of people in there, and they can pass your business cards off. So always have your business cards with you, take them with you, pass them out at these events, let people know, hey, I'm looking for additional side work. I have a full-time gig right now, but I'd like to do a little bit of side hustle or generate some additional income. Doesn't want to cooperate. But you can drum up business that way through word of mouth, like you were saying in the DM. Word of mouth is a big one. So you also want to keep all your clients pleased, because word of mouth is going to travel really fast, whether it's positive or whether it's negative. And if you get negative reviews, it's going to take, I've heard, up to 20 positive reviews to offset a one negative review. So if you got one guy out there that's talking smack, you did a bad job for him, or didn't treat the customer right, you're going to need 20 other people that are going to vouch for you and say you did a great job to kind of offset that one. Next thing, use social media to your advantage. I've picked up a lot of welding jobs, side gigs and stuff off Craigslist. Yeah, I'm kind of showing my age here. But once Craigslist kind of went to the wayside, I started using the Facebook Marketplace. There's a spot in there for local gigs. So I mean, you can pick up a lot of work that way. Different community groups on Facebook, that's another thing, because average homeowners, you know, they're looking for welders. Just piddly stuff. I had one guy that was a client, he built these clocks out of brake drums and some other car components, and he just needed a couple tack welds on there, and he was putting clock faces on and selling them. You know, so he'd bring me like 10 at a time. I'd tack weld them all up and then send them back to him, and I'd, you know, 20 bucks a pop, done, you know. So I made a little bit extra money that way, and it didn't take a whole lot of time to drum up the business, do the work, or make a good return on the investment, and then he was able to refer me to somebody else. So word of mouth is a big one. Get your social media up to date, put all that information out there, document your work experience, and then just make it visible. And like I said, keep all your personal stuff off, you know, off there. They don't want to see what kind of beer you're drinking, what kind of food you're eating, and all that stuff. You know, put your work on there. Keep your personal and your professional life completely separate. Join our Facebook group. We got a lot of professionals in there that'll be able to help you out. Guys, if you have any recommendations or things that he could do, go ahead and drop them down in the comment section. Let's try to help each other out. You know, the welding community is a great community. There's more than enough work for everybody, so maybe somebody has work they can share or pass off to you. So guys, if you have anything, go ahead and drop it down in the comment section and help a brother out. So I think that's about all I have for you, man. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching. If you got any other questions, go ahead and hit us up with another DM. And until next time, make every weld better than your last.